going on, Paladins fans? I want to check in and give a brief update on what we're working on for CB30. Now, first off, I want to talk a little bit about Ruckus. In last patch, we reworked the way Ruckus weapons work. Previously, he would have a left click that would be a little bit slower than his right click dual fire, which sped up the way he shot and dealt extra damage. We felt that the dual fire was probably the most fun way to play him as a mech, getting close to someone, bringing out both guns, and doing a lot of damage very quickly. So in last patch, CB29, we embraced that fully by giving him a full minigun spin-up mechanic, which allowed you to kind of keep the damage at high, but have a sacrifice on the back end when you're not fully spun up. Now, obviously, looking at his kit, we're not too happy with the way hover is working for him. We feel that when you're playing the minigun style, you really want to stick close to somebody and really be in the right position at the right time and fully spun up when the action starts. So hover being slow in the way that you kind of take yourself out of first person, you're not shooting during that time, takes a little bit of travel time to get where you're going. It doesn't really fit as much as we'd like with his new style. So we're going to be reworking in CB30 hover into an ability we're calling Advance. This will be a 2-charge system. Ruckus will be able to basically hop or thrust a short distance. It'll be a little bit shorter than Cassie's dodge roll, but he'll have 2 charges, so he can do it twice. And this allows him to really work his way around corners. He can keep the spin up while he's doing it, and also fire while he's doing it, and stay in first person with your guns out. And so if you feel like there's a post in front of you or someone just barely got around a corner, you can just quickly thrust to the side and get around that corner and fire on that person to get that kill. So we hope that this change will improve the gameplay overall for Ruckus and really embrace the new minigun style that he has. Going to CB30, we're also going to be taking a look at the maps. Now, this has been teased a few times in past patch videos or on forums and discussions around Paladins. We want to look at the way the current Siege maps are playing. There's a lot of open space in them, and originally we wanted that space to be capitalized with the mounts, giving you a lot of open areas to explore and new ways to flank and kind of use your abilities. We feel that with the new characters and the way the characters are playing now, we wanted to give options to have tighter game spaces, but also have tighter corners that you could hide behind, or maybe you can get to cover faster. It's not as far to run when you're being shot at. So we have 2 new maps. These are reworks for Temple Ruins and for Glacier Keep, and they're in a completely different style than you'll see in the normal Siege maps. They're a little bit more condensed, and there's 3 separate areas that you'll teleport into. We have some cool art and lore going into why you're teleporting, and we'll get into that into later videos. But we want to make sure that the space that you're playing on for that particular capture point before you spawn a payload cart is as accurate as possible with the gameplay we expect. So we're eager to hear your feedback as we push these maps out and kind of understand if that gameplay is more agreeable to the way Paladins plays, and we're excited to see what that brings. And we don't really have a plan yet on how we want to separate those maps, whether it be a separate queue or we mix them in with the old Temple Ruins and Glacier Keep, but we're eager to hear what you guys think about it. Going to the patch, we're also going to be adding in a lot of new cards. We actually have over 30 in development right now for characters that are already in the game. A couple of them are burn cards, adding more burn cards in the game so you have more options during the match to customize or counter enemy strategies. But some of the characters now just don't have as many cards as we'd like. So we're adding a lot new customization options for them as you're building loadouts, some that enhance the existing playstyles, and some that will bring new playstyles about or new combinations that will allow you to explore that character. That'll do it for CB30. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and look forward to seeing you in the realm.